Hello and welcome to Loki Studio. Today we'll be covering the transcription tab. And as you can see, I already have everything transcribed out because, well, I mean, these are going to be longer videos. I mean, this one right here itself takes about 7 minutes. Some of them take 48 seconds, right? So I just wanted to, but there's different languages for each one of these, and I just wanted to show the capabilities of the transcription tab as quick as possible, right? So when you click on when you transcribe a video, it's going to transcribe in the native language, which is pretty damn awesome, right? This one's Chinese. There's a Hindi one here. Now the Hindi video is actually kind of interesting because there's a mix of English and Hindi language spoken throughout the entire video. So that actually did not confuse the transcription system, which was actually pretty cool. And you can see like this one I have set to Russian because that was the last one I transcribed. The Hindi one right here, boom, like that. And device auto vad. I mean, it was literally that easy, right? And now what we're gonna do is because I have opened up the transcription folder. We have the SRT files set up too. The SRT for basically to upload to YouTube, which is automatically handled through the upload tab, which is another pretty awesome feature of this. Now I can't upload any of these videos because I don't own any of them, the rights, or I don't own the distribution rights to any of them. I just basically downloaded a bunch of different language models to test out the transcription. Now, of course, most of I believe I could be completely wrong though, right? But I believe most of my customers in the future, because I have not released Loki Studio yet, will be English speaking, so or English YouTube channels. So this is basically a transcript from Doctor Disaster. And so yeah, he opens up with some like opening video that actually does exist in the video. This "Hey, who's this jackass" actually does exist as well. So it really did a really good, accurate job of transcribing the video. Now I can't play the audio because of copyright issues, and I want to avoid. But what we can do is, so basically right here, and you can see I did not make a translation of any of the videos. So I would highly recommend for all of your workflows, if you're doing a foreign language video, just for the convenience sake, it's basically free to do a translation. Select all. I can undo these because they don't need an English translation, of course. And start transcription, right? And we're going to see this right here. Boom, it's flying. See, I mean, you can see it flying on the window, right? And it's just going to start adding the translation files here. The Chinese one is a 2.5-hour video. That's why it took 7 minutes or more to transcribe. So this is going to be the longest video segment of the entire series, right? And that's just because I really wanted to do a full test of the transcription system on a very, very long video. Everything else I cut down to like 20 minutes, 10 to 30 minutes. I didn't want anything super long for transcribing. And you can see it's just flying through, right? And the reason why I highly recommended English translation for your videos is if you're doing something in a foreign language, is just because it makes it, here we go. So it just makes it, convenient for what's it called, the metadata creator and the other LLMs to create a very good, and it just goes on, to create a very good description of the video of what it sees in here, and really summarize the story well, right? This is a hallucination. This is what I try to get rid of most of the time. But one hallucination in a 2.5-hour video is not that bad of a deal, right? Here we go. And then we got the other ones have started to, like, here we go. And it's all of it will be underscore language, right? Except for the original transcript. So here we go. Another hallucination, but whatever. I mean, it's going to happen. So you got to, I mean, you got to kind of go through and clean up the code once in a while. I'm working as diligently as I can to get rid of hallucinations. They do happen. The JSON is basically, what's it called? English. I can't drag that over. Yeah, I can actually. This is basically the word timing file. So if I can make this a little bigger. So this is all the word timing that goes into the translation and the subtitling or the captioning system. So which is pretty cool. And how that works, how that all works together is essentially you go into the edit tab, you click on a video that you want to upload. Let's do Miori's Forest. I have to do mute. I have to be very careful on that. It does not show any text until right about here. And the closed captioning should now start going. It did not for some reason. Let me see. Here we go. Sometimes it takes a little bit to. Sometimes you got to refresh it and click in a little bit. But there we go. Now it's working, right? And we get this is the Japanese version, and then we have the English translation here, which is pretty damn cool. So it immediately jumps into English. And then you can see that, and then the English translations here come in, and you can see there's a little bit of a difference on how the English transcribed. I mean, how the original captioners did it versus the actual culturally preserved transcription or translation, basically. And that's one of the beauties of the transcribe tab is that like it just the language what's the language translations, and we can just do that to all of that, right? So we do select all. We're going to undo that one because it's a very long transcript. It's very long transcription. And you can see like the Russian one here. It is. Whoops! If I can ever grab that over, for some reason it always opens up this. So you can see he's saying da, yes, ni. What I can barely read Russian. Ni año, ni año, no año, whatever. Viv, ya vas, something. That's about the extent of my Cyrillic ability to read. It's not really that good. Minya. Okay, sorry. I get a little addicted to reading Cyrillic because it's kind of cool. It is kind of a cool thing to do. Minya. Okay. I gotta shut that down. So Umanya, and then basically here we have all the language translations. This one I believe is Italian. Yeah, IT. So this is the Russian one translated into Italian. It's just really, really great way of expanding your. Here's the English version of it. What kind of money? Like it was a mistake. It's a crib. Blah blah blah. So that's the beauty of the transcription tab. It is very fast. It can do, and it basically feeds into the edit, as you can see, the edit window. And once you transcribe, it will definitely do the language for your videos. Like the Chinese one is right here. That's the original Chinese language, and you go into here English. And you get that. Boom. I mean, it's the translation. I mean, it's that convenient and that awesome, right? And that's basically it for this. I mean, is you basically when you start out your project, you're going to have nothing in there, right? So you're just going to go in here. It's going to all be like ready to transcribe. You just click one button, boom, it goes through. Now, for each one of these, I actually had to select this, and then I had to go in here and select the language, the source language. Especially the Hindi one because it has mixed English in there. It will detect English and transcribe in the entire script in English, which also is pretty cool because it did do it. But if you want to preserve the native language and the native everything, like cultural differences and nuances, you can do that, and that's the power of Loki Studio in short. And then basically I'm jumping a little bit of ahead, but essentially that feeds into the metadata creator, and I'll cover that in the next video. So just heads up that is coming. That is the relationship of all these tabs, is that they are all related and they're all part of the workflow to go all the way down the line. All right, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.